comments to the young people in the room, because you are the next generation of activists, leaders, and intellectuals. And my emphasis is going to be on linking humanism with social justice. How do you develop a critical consciousness?
I'm feeling another part of reality. Go inside your mind and find a time that you miss. I'm feeling another part of reality. Time to raise the level of the boom again. I'm feeling another part of reality. Go inside your mind and find a time that you miss. I'm feeling another part of reality. Coming with a plan to free a slave of a mental.
In the 1920s, A. Philip Randolph sponsored this really interesting essay writing contest for his journal, The Messenger. And it was called, "Is Christianity a Menace to the Negro?" To repeat, is Christianity a menace to the Negro? This was in the late 1920s. And of course, I love that essay title. But is it really fathomable in this era of prayer cult nation hyper-religiosity, for that kind of essay writing contest to exist? So this was an era in which there were commies, plotting behind every bedpost. It was better to be dead than red. And political radicals were equated with being godless, okay, and vice versa. So Randolph had to adjust to the realities of the era, okay, the reality being that this was the height of institutionalized racial apartheid. African Americans were systematically disenfranchised from participating in white-dominated social, political, and cultural institutions. The black church played a seminal role in political organizing, played a huge role in providing social welfare and laying a foundation for community, professional, and interpersonal connections amongst African Americans.
I'm feeling another part of reality.
And my emphasis is going to be on
go inside your mind and find a time that you miss.
How do you develop consciousness?
I'm feeling another part of reality.
I'm really addressing the bulk of my comments to the
go inside your mind and find a time that you miss.
Next generation of activists, leaders, and intellectuals. Randolph was bedeviled by, obviously, a lot of federal attention, if you will, a lot of investigation into his radical activities. If we fast forward now into the 21st century, we're seeing a continuation of this religious, right-wing, reactionary, fascistic connection between political, not radicalism now, political liberalism, and secularism / godlessness that Michelle Bachmann's, Newt Gingrich, Glenn Beck, obviously the medievalist Sarah Palin, have all continued to flog this theme that being politically liberal as far as policy making is concerned is somehow tantamount to being a godless infidel heathen. And this is a theme that obviously has been flogged a lot when it comes to Obama. We look at the demonization of Barack Obama. There's not only, again, this equation being made between his policies, Obamacare equaling socialism, equaling communism, but also the taint of otherness is always apparent there. It doesn't really matter if Obama bends and twists himself to portray himself as this uber Christian. He will never ever be Christian enough for the white heartland. He'll never be secular enough for the birthers. He'll certainly never be white enough to pass, even if we were to ladle out the blue blood DNA of his mother. Within the white supremacist logic of American cultural ideology, one drop continues to make you whole.
I'm feeling another part of reality. Go inside your mind and find a time that you miss. I'm feeling another part of reality. Time to raise the level of the boom again. I'm feeling another part of reality.
I'm really addressing the bulk of my comments to
go inside your mind and find a time that you miss.
developed